We've had the levels control for a long time in photography, way before things like high dynamic range, and it's really quite useful. Let's take a look at our levels control that we have here in Capture One Pro. Now, as we look at this image, we see that we have some opportunity, possibly, to brighten things up. We have these white areas here, but they're not really bright white, and maybe we want them a little brighter. So there's a couple ways that we can adjust with levels. I'm going to start with auto, which is right here, the A. I'll click on that, and it makes three minor adjustments. It moves the black in a bit, moves the middle tones a bit, and moved in just a hair the whites also. I'm going to hold down the Option key. Let's do before and after just to see what happened here. So there's our before, there's our after. And actually, it did make a nice change. Now, I could continue with that by grabbing the handles and making those whites even whiter. And I can adjust the middle tone either way. I can make it a little darker. And now we have a bit more drama in the shot. Let's hold down that Option key again, see how things look. Now that looks a little flat to me, and that looks like has a bit more pop, a bit more crispness. Okay, so let's reset, and let me show you another method. We're going to take the eyedropper here for the dark area, and we're just going to find a nice rich black area. Something like this. And you can see by our histogram that we're not too far off. I'm going to set that as our black point. Now I'm going to come over here to the bright eyedropper, and let's find something really bright. Now something like this, and we'll set this as our highlight point, and look what happens. It goes way over there. And now we're really bright. But all we have to do is just back it off just a hair. Let's see, something like that. And we'll make a mid-tone adjustment. And that's not so bad. In fact, maybe I overcompensated on the mid-tone, maybe something like that. Let's do before and after. Always so helpful to see where we came from. There we go. It looks a little flat. And now this has a lot more pop. Alrighty. So we'll just leave it there. I like that. One other thing about levels I want to mention, that if you want, you can make a little bit of color correction by working in the different channels. So for example, I'll go to the red channel, and I'll go to the midtones, and I could play with that just a bit. Same thing here. And then same thing with green and blue. I'll hop over to blue and just play in the blue color channel. So by making adjustments in shadow, highlights, and midtones in the individual channels, I can adjust the color a bit as well. So we'll come back to RGB. Let's do one last before and after before we leave level. So there's where we started. Here's where we are. I like where we are. We'll stay here for now.